This morning, I pushed myself to get back onto the water. My body didn't anticipate the decision, and my mind sought to follow suit. To add to my apprehension, the wind seemed to get excessive between the time it took to unload my craft to the point of launch. Still on, I went. I found myself empathizing with the disciples as they strained at the oars on the Galilee, though I expect their trial was greater than my current. I've always said I'd prefer to navigate hungry gators over exceedingly contrary wind, and I stand by it. The first couple miles on the open water was arduous and found me periodically bailing the water that was continuously cresting the bow with each wave volley, and I found my paddle being used as much as a brake and rudder. But around mile 3, I found a series of interlocking coves. The further I traversed into the backcountry, the more sheltered from the wind I became. Wind-weary and heavy-laden, I took my time in the almost tranquil waters. This is where I sit as I pen this entry. I can scarcely believe this to be the same trip or the same day as that from which I started. Indeed, this entry could culminate in a parallel with the Israelites' journey from Sinai wilderness to Canaan, or our turbulent trip to the hereafter. But I believe it to be more an ode to endurance, via focusing on the assurances of the Almighty. Indeed, many works have been penned far more eloquent and relevant than this one. Yet, most often, such entries focus on the trial to the triumph only. It is here that I wish to depart. While indeed acknowledging that the Lord will literally and figuratively lead us from troublesome tides to still waters, it must not be neglected that this journey has yet to conclude. For though this leg of the journey is currently one of respite, it must not be forgotten that there is a return visit required, which will see the navigation of the same sinister circumstances and wailing waves that were negotiated to get to this refuge. Indeed, one day, there will be no return trip needed, for we shall plant our feet upon the ultimate and final destination. But until then, we must not lose heart. In the first chapter of Joshua, the Lord exhorts, "Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." And so resounds this exhortation to all who submit to the Lordship of Christ. Endure the tempests and glory in the respites, giving thanks for the properties which both bring to the Christian. Anticipate the tempering and growth to be found in the hardships, and rest easy in the moments of tranquility, trusting the one who has vowed to work all things together for the good of those who love him, to those called according to his purpose. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must begin the arduous trek back to the launch lest I grow complacent of the calm.